Uh, it really is great to be here this morning, and I thank you for this first opportunity to address you since I've taken command of the United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, and U.S. Forces Korea. I'd like to start with just a short explanation of why I think the Korean theater remains critically important to the United States, and to update you on some of my priorities and initiatives. And then obviously we'll open it to questions. First of all, regarding North Korea and the six-party talks, Assistant Secretary Hill and the State Department are working hard through the six-party talks to achieve stability in the region. And I am hopeful that their efforts will bear fruit and that North Korea will abide by its agreements that have been made throughout that process. Over the course of the last 55 years since the signing of the armistice and the ratification of the Mutual Defense Treaty by the United States and the Republic of Korea, the ROK-US Alliance has deterred aggression, maintained peace in the peninsula, and guaranteed security and stability in a vital region, a region that accounts for 1/5 of the world's economic output and 25% of all U.S. trade. This is no small achievement. Northeast Asia has consistently posed some of the most difficult security challenges for the international community. The U.S. presence in and around the Republic of Korea has ensured that these challenges have not turned into crises that have threatened the region. Northeast Asia is the home of 4 of the 7 largest militaries and 2 of the world's proven nuclear powers and 1 that has nuclear ambitions. It is also the hub of economic activity containing 5 powerhouse economies. The U.S. has important ties, whether it be economic, historical, or political, with nearly every country in this region. The presence in Northeast Asia is a long-term investment in the regional stability that has specific objectives. These objectives include preservation of peace and stability, promotion of democracy and free market economies, engagement with other regional powers, and setting the conditions for the eventual peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. The Korean-U.S. Alliance is one of the most enduring alliances in the world. It remains the cornerstone of peace, security, and stability in the key region of Northeast Asia. I have established 3 priorities for the command. The first priority is that as an alliance, we must be prepared to fight and win. The majority of Seoul remains within range of North Korean artillery. They have the 4th largest military, 4 deployed with about 70% of their forces within 90 miles of the border, in an offensive posture. This means that these forces are within 100 miles of Seoul, a city of 23 million people. North Korea possesses 13,000 artillery assets and about 800 short and medium-range ballistic missiles that are capable of targeting the Republic of Korea and Japan. They also possess the world's largest special operation forces of about 80,000 people. On top of all this, they have an active weapons of mass destruction program. While our purpose remains to deter aggression on the Korean Peninsula, we are prepared to act with immediate and overwhelming firepower of the Republic of Korea and the United States to defeat any threat should it become necessary. My second priority is that we continue to strengthen the alliance. The alliance will continue to increase in capabilities, not only in the face of the North Korean threat, but for regional peace and stability as well. The strength of the alliance will continue to grow because of OPCON transfer that we will conduct with the Republic of Korea in 2012. What this means is that the Republic of Korea military, under the leadership of a Korean warfighting headquarters, will have operational control of its forces in wartime and will be responsible for the defense of their country with the U.S. in a supporting role. Combined Forces Command will dissolve and be replaced by 2 separate but complementary headquarters, the Republic of Korea Joint Forces Command and the U.S. Korea Command, or CORCOM. The U.S. will remain committed to the defense of the Republic of Korea. We will continue to provide capabilities needed for the defense of the Republic of Korea and any additional support as required, highlighted by significant naval and air support. This transfer of wartime OPCON control to the Republic of Korea is not only the next logical step in the military alliance, but I believe it is essential to the maintenance of the U.S. forces in Korea for the foreseeable future. We have tested this construct for the first time in this last exercise in August, the historic Alchi Freedom Guardian exercise. We have plenty of work to do between now and 2012, but I am very pleased with the baseline that came out of this exercise. The Korean military is a very professional military force, and their military leadership is outstanding. They are and will be ready for this new challenge. The dissolution of Combined Forces Command will not end what has been the strongest and most enduring partnership, but instead it will bring it to a new level of maturity and strength. I cannot emphasize enough the U.S. remains committed to the defense of our great ally, the Republic of Korea. This new structure does not change that commitment in any way at all. My third and final priority is that we must continue to improve the quality of life for our service members, DoD civilians, and their families. I would like Korea to become an assignment of choice for all of our service members and their families. Our goal is to reach the point when the majority of service members can bring their families to Korea and stay there for normal 3-year tours. This initiative supports all three of my priorities, and I see it as a win-win for everyone. It improves the readiness by keeping our trained forces in place for a much longer period of time, improving continuity, stability, and the retention of regional and institutional cultural knowledge. It improves the quality of life for our service members and their families who no longer have to be separated from each other for extended periods of time. It also strengthens the alliance by encouraging more meaningful interaction between the American and the Korean citizens. Finally, it demonstrates a strong and visible commitment by the United States to the Republic of Korea. In short, it improves our ability to operationally defend Korea, strengthen the alliances, improves the quality of life for our service members and their families. I would like to end by saying that it is an exciting time to be in Korea. The alliance already has a long history and will only become stronger and more important in the years to come. I really look forward to this next chapter in the alliance. And with that, I will